Hey, welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as my friends at yarnspirations.com. So this is a video log for our membership. Puppy dog's just in the back. I'm home. And I was thinking today, the Crochet Crowd is 17 years, and I was reflective of a moment that was long before the Crochet Crowd of a friend that I had met on ICQ, because I'm that old. And his name was Taryn, and was my first contact in the gay culture back in 2000. And I was thinking about him today, and how it kind of relates to the Crochet Crowd is that when I met him, he was in the closet. I was still trying to navigate my stuff coming out of a marriage. It was a mess. It was a cluster F all around. And so I decided that I was going to meet my first gay guy at a bar, and it would be him. And so it was Halloween, and I wore a black turtleneck, and I went to the bar, and I sat at the bar all by myself, and he goes, "How will I know who you are?" Because we never exchanged photos. And I said, "I'm going to be wearing a light up pumpkin necklace that will be flashing," because it was Halloween. And he goes, "God, that is so tacky." And I'm like, "Well, that's what I'm wearing." Anyway, he walks past me, but I don't know that he walks past me. And so he's checking, and then he walks past me again, kind of like, this guy's staring at me, and it turns out it's him, but he's actually checking me out before he's going to sit down to make sure that I'm okay. So anyway, I had the time of my life that evening. We just danced in the bar, and we talked, and it was really great because we had been talking for like a month earlier. And one of the things that I remember about him the most that's really changed my trajectory of life is the ability to let go of the past, but also let go of the blame of the past. So on ICQ, I would share my past and say, I'm this way because of this, and this has happened to me because of this. And so he let me share my story. It was good. But then in the future, he wouldn't let me share my story. He goes, "I've heard that before. What does your tomorrow look like?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know, because my past is this." He says, "You eventually have to stop blaming your past, because the next 5 minutes has not been written yet, because you're about to write it." And so I found myself really quite aggravated and pissed off, honestly, that I couldn't blame my past with this guy because he wouldn't let me. And what I didn't realize that he was doing me such a big favor is that your past can haunt you, but it also can stop you from living in the future. And some of us, including myself, have gone through things in the past, so it's easy to hold on to that and not let yourself move forward. I have seen friends just literally tear their lives apart because they cannot move on, because the trauma is too hard, which is up to them to be able to figure that out, but it's also understandable at the same time. So long story short is that it was the most frustrating experience ever with this guy, to be able to, to talk and share. But I realized that he was actually pushing me into a better space to be able to move on. He gave me the permission to let my family go, because I was really struggling, because I came out of the closet, and the lifestyle and everything just basically destroyed my life. Work-wise, everything was like hell, because I had come out of the closet. My own life with my family, it was not great at all. And he goes, "You have to give yourself the ability to walk away, stop blaming the past, and start writing a new future." So I was thinking about 17 years of the Crochet Crowd today, and thinking about, those moments of people in your past where, if I had been circling the drain of my past and kind of like holding on to that, I'm not sure the Crochet Crowd would have ever come to be, because I had to let go of my past in order to move on to the future. And when I started the Crochet Crowd on March 6, 2008, it wasn't the Crochet Crowd. It was just an idea. Oprah, if you've read my book, you know it, literally inspired me so much. I literally got off the couch at that very moment and started filming my first 10 tutorials and did it. And I felt so satisfied in doing it. I had like 5 views or something. But I was like, oh my God, there's like 5 people I probably taught something to. So a piece of myself goes forward. And for me, it was never about, and it still is never about the fame. It's never about the money, but it's about being able to move forward and trying to live a good life and trying to deal with a lot of things. So it's currently 2025 at the time of recording this. the world is a mess. Things that I worry about that I never should worry about. I'm worrying about my Stitch group last night. We have a great group of people that meet up, and you know, we're talking about subjects that really our group has no business to be talking about because everybody's scared or worried. Some people are terrified. Some people are just have no idea what's going on. And I think we're all feeling those mixed ball of emotions, not just at my local Stitch group or my local friends, but I think the world over. So we can't ignore the past to what the future will be, but at some point we all have to move forward too. And so I'm watching a friend currently this morning being ripped apart on Facebook and oversharing some opinions. And it's Facebook. It's really tough. And I had another local friend a few weeks ago sharing some opinions about stuff, and she went through hell. And I'm like, if you just would not have posted that on Facebook, what you're feeling right now is like 10 times worse than what you were feeling before. So I think this whole knee-jerk reaction to run to Facebook every time something happens is almost a detriment to our mental stability. But it's also a venting tool. So, but it's really difficult to find a good friend. I find that's the hardest. People come and go in your life. Some people are meant to be there for a moment of time. Other people are longer. But life is what you make of it, right? So this is to 17 years of the Crochet crowd, but also a reflection of the past to be able to move forward for a future that's yet to be written. That's it for now. And hopefully that made any sense. I don't even know. Let me know.